Today I'm going to take you on a tour of Snowlandia. So when you first get off the boat here, you can walk left and you're going to see a ticket booth. Oddly enough, you can craft magic outfits here, which I had never realized before. He should be a ticket seller, but apparently not. Okay. Then when you turn directly south, you're going to be walking into Snowlandia Village, and we are going to see two NPCs here, Jake Frost and Elsie Snowflake. The two of them do major quests when you're in your level 20s, I believe. If you come over here, you're going to see that all over this map are snowballs, which you can collect. They are needed for the quest with that Jake character, and they are also used for the snowman pet craft. Coming over here, you're going to see a booth. This guy, you can buy hats, including a top hat or the fluffy and raccoon hats, which have the warmth so that you can get into the ice caves. Or alternatively, you can craft these hats using deer fur and hog fur, and you can also craft the holly hat and the white scarf. Coming in here, this is the bank. So of course, every area, every region has a bank. You can deposit, withdraw, or upgrade, and you can access your locker from these over here. Now, if we walk out to the south here, there is another shop. In this one, you you can craft ice jewelry, which is really good mana, so it's probably good for a mage or a priest. And just across the way here, you're going to see this building. This building is used for a major quest. When you get up here, this guy, who kind of looks like Santa Claus, is going to ask you to inspect his sleighs. As you've seen, there's sleighs all over the map, so you're going to find them. Down around the south here, there is not much except for more snowball collecting areas and some snowy deer where you can get the fur to craft some things in this area. More snowballs. Now, coming up here on the right side, right next to the snowman, we've got a little house here. This guy, he is also a quest. He's going to ask you to do some things for him, get some timbers, and run it back and forth to Avon. It's good XP, so I recommend doing those quests. You can access all those on EO guides. I'll put the guides below in the links. Now, in this house, you have Wendy Wintercloth. You can make warm robes here, as well as some cosmetic items. Snowflake is available here, Valentino and Valentina, and the Giados, which are warmth, and the Snuggies, which are also warm. Cindy Sew, she's here with some strings and beginner sewing kits, and you have gloves here, which are also warmth. So to get into the ice caves, you're going to need 3 warm items. Typically, first players go with gloves as well as a warm robe and a hat of some sort. The Yeti rings that we see in a bit are also going to count. Back here, just in case you forgot to make your threads or your textiles before you left Avon, you can do that. Now, coming out of this house, just to the side here, you're going to see a booth. Cora sells potions. Now, they're more expensive here than they are in Avon, so keep that in mind. In Avon, a minor health potion is 100 eons. This one does not actually sell minor potions, so you're going to be paying a little bit extra. Now, I think that in Avon, a small health potion costs, let me see, item, small health potion. Maybe we can see the costs here. Oh, no, we can't. Okay, for some reason I'm thinking that they actually cost 400 in Avon, so it's actually cheaper to buy a small health potion here, but I'm going to double check that. Okay, moving in here behind, we're actually going to go into this cave first. So this cave, you can craft a bunch of stuff. You can buy some daggers here, which are also available in Even, so don't worry about those. But you can craft the Ice Force dagger, the Ice Blade, which is used for the Crystal Blade craft, and the Frost Halberd. Then here you can get a Frost hat, a Frost plate in male and female, as well as Frost boots. And across the way here you have the Ice Ranger, where you can get a Frost bow. Keep in mind that even though this bow looks like a longbow, it does only have one range. It is the best in game at the moment though, stat-wise. And then also the Ice Quiver, which of course is a classic. Now, coming out of here and into the ice caves, you do want warmth. I don't think I have any on me at the moment. So for the first level, you just need 2 pieces, so you could wear a hat and robes. When you go downstairs here, this is where you're going to need 3 pieces, so that's gloves, hat, and robes, unless you're using Yeti jewelry, in which case your Yeti jewelry does count. In here, you've got the Ice Golem, which is the boss here. It drops ice cores, ice rocks, ice cubes, and ice swords. Sorry, ice blades. Also, around this area, you're going to find these ice flowers, which are used for a quest, and ice fairies around this floor. In the upstairs areas, you're going to find these ice gem monsters. Sorry, ice crystal. They drop ice gems and ice rocks. And I'm just going to heal myself here. Now the next areas I want to show you, I'm going to need my warm gear for, so we're actually going to go pick that up from the bank. It's really convenient that every region has bank, so you can access it easily instead of having to go all the way back to Even. Okay, let's see, we got some mittens, a monkey hat, which is also warmth, that's made in the jungle though, and the bear suit, which is also warmth. See the Yeti fur, or sorry, the Yeti jewelry also has a warmth there. Okay. Now we're going to leave the village. We're going to go back north towards where the ticket booth was. So there's an elevator here, you want to take that. Go up and keep going north. Now over here to the side, you're going to notice this is where the respawn is for Snowlandia. So you can just walk into it and reset your respawn location if you plan to spend some time here. And up on this elevator behind the ticket booth, this is the Snowy Deer and Hog map. So this is where you're going to find the mats to create your warm pieces, if that's what you choose to do. Now, if you're looking for the penguin costume, it's hidden in this ice wall, so you're just going to walk in this little crevice here, and woot, you're in a hallway all of a sudden. And this is the penguin town. It's really cute. I think Vault did a great job on this. So in these fishing holes, you can actually sit here with your rod, and you can fish icy tuna, as well as silverfish. And the icy tuna, which I believe I have some, here we go, those are used for the penguin quest, which is accessed over here with this penguin. I've already done it today, so I can't go inside, but inside there is a chest. You just walk straight this way, and then when you're done to get out, you'll walk in this direction, and you can come on out. Now, this here is just a dead end, but I'll show it to you anyway, because it's a nice little add-on. Bolt added a little hangout spot if you want to come chill. Okay, going into this ice cave, again, you need 3 pieces to not take damage. Be careful not to walk into this entrance, because if you do, you get stuck in this black stuff, and there are spikes in there that will kill you. If you need to die and respawn in Aven without a scroll, that is probably a good way to do it, so just FYI. And there's more ice flowers up here as well. One weird thing about this map is that there is an invisible square right here that you can't get around, so you have to walk around that. And again, this here is an entrance into this black stuff where the spikes are, so be careful, that will kill you. Now, coming out of this map, you're going to be on the Yeti map. Here is a Yeti. They drop Yeti fur, which is used for the Yeti crafts. There's usually a bunch of channels here. It's a very popular training spot. Now, this little guy here, see how my pet looks like this one? So this is actually the NPC that allows you to get an Arminu pet. You can click to tame one. I'll show you where to get them so that you can tame them. Or you can click on this workbench and then you have all of the Yeti gear here. Again, these are all warmth and they are equal in stats to shadow gear, as well as much easier to make, so I would work on those if you're about level 38. Now, coming into this cave is different. You do need 4 pieces to survive in here. So on top of my hat, my suit, my gloves, I also have a Yeti bracelet here because you need 4 pieces to survive. So if you come in here, this very first door, watch out because these things are aggressive and they hit pretty hard. You'll also find frost imps. Down here is the door to get into the Armino area. So in order to do that daily quest, you have to catch 10 of these things, and they are pretty fast. You'll notice that they run away from you. So you have to basically chase them and pick them up. You need 10 of these things in order to try once, and it's just a chance, so it might take you a while. Once you're done, you have 10 of them, you'll head back to that NPC and hand it in. Now, if we come out here to this door at the very end and walk to the right, you're going to come to the boss room. So the boss room, one thing about it is that these Yetis here, these frost Yetis, are aggressive and they hit pretty hard, so you're going to want to be careful. You saw that person healing outside. That is because of these aggressive monsters. Now let's see if we can find the boss to show you what he looks like. Oh, he spawns somewhere. Ooh, no, it must be the other way. This is just a giant circle, so you can keep circling and training, or if you want, you can heal outside like that person was doing. There he is. Okay, so this is the Bigfoot monster. It drops frost bows and frost cores, as well as ice blades, ice rocks, Yeti fur, I think. You can see the entire drop table by typing in NPC Bigfoot. and then clicking enter, and his NPC page will come up with all of his statistics. Here we go. And that is everything that is in Snowlandia. Hopefully that helps.